host, Poetic Headset, and my co-host. If you can introduce
I'm
yourself.
Alex. Yeah, I'm Alex. That's
All
it.
right, all right.
That's it.
So
Everybody knows me already.
true. So it's that time again,
So
right?
what?
It is time again,
Oh,
right? It's girls
it's
planet, right?
oh JP, JP,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
JP.
So before we
Mm,
get into talking more about the girls' performances and
yeah.
such, uh, we're, we're making this, we're making this podcast for today to, because of the fact that all the performances are done. Like, yay,
Yeah.
all of them are done. So we're gonna finally able to talk all about all the performances
And
and
there's a lot of
also
people.
yeah, and also talk about who the choices we had for winners, I believe, or at least have an idea of who we thought was.
Yeah.
So this podcast definitely is going to be more, focused. Or actually, it is mainly focused on Girls Planet 999.
It is.
So so before we get into that, how you been? I know it's like a week or so. So
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been good. Like it seems like I have a life, and then I have Girls Planet 99 999 life. It's like those are totally separate. Like I work or study, and then I come home and watch Girls Planet 999, like rerun for third time or something like that, or fan cams, and
I mean it.
it's pretty bad.
I
I got it
mean,
pretty bad, man. I got
I got my so
it. Yes. So how
yeah.
about you?
Oh, I've been busy, working and then kind of keeping up with Girls Fight 99. I mean,
Yeah.
overall, I want to try to keep up with everything, but as of
No,
right now,
no.
my main focus is on the Girls Planet 999. So
Yeah, that's it. That's every right now.
man. So
Okay, let's go.
yeah, let's get straight into this, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna get in talking about the three. Was it three-member groups
Yeah.
that happened
There
here?
was six.
Well, yeah, and of course there were six performances that happened.
That's a lot.
So my first question to you would be: is like, what
Hmm.
was your personal favorite performance? Not the best performance, but what is your personal favorite performance out of
It's
these six groups here?
mm, this is really like, how do you say, there is I can understand why the winner won, because I think the other ones were lacking a little bit something. Like they were all good, but there was just like one small mistake, or the group
Yeah,
didn't gel so well, or there was something that wasn't. So in a way, I think the one that, like, at first I was like the Mafia in the Morning wasn't my favorite, but now when I watched it like maybe fifth time or something like that, it seems like that was the one that didn't have any hiccups. Like that was the one that didn't have any. It like those three girls worked in harmony, and they worked like really well together. And every other one had either there was a smaller or bigger mistake, unfortunately, or there was something with the with the group dynamic that didn't work, or something like that. So I would say that for me, uh, I think one of the vocal ones. I don't remember what song. I don't remember the song. What it was, it Ayu's song, or not Ayu's? Wait a minute.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
can you help me out? Can you help me
I
out with the
believe
what was the
it was a Taeyeon song.
Taeyeon song? Yeah, so I like that one a lot. And then I liked, like, my number one pick. I think it was good. The My House, and then I liked the Mafia. I think those were the three ones that I liked. Special mention for the dance, for the three dancers. But I think, uh, you know those were the three that I would pick up. Those three performances. How
Oh, I
was
see.
how about you?
Uh, Overall, my favorite, technically, after watching all the performances again,
Mm,
I definitely like the Mafia in the morning. It's his Mafia in the morning, I believe is what it
yeah,
is. So
it's most complete, I think, in a way.
so I wanted to look more closely into this. I know as much as I love Hikaru and I love their performance with Suyeon, that trio that they had, which was a really good performance, mind you. For dance, that's just.
Mm, yeah,
But as a person that kind of starting to know more into shoes, well, so I'm sorry to see this. So when I started watching more and more closely, and I go, okay, the Mafia in the morning has this really cool attitude vibes in there. And I was like, that's cool. Then
yeah.
I saw so Sakamoto Mashiro. She's wearing actual high heels. I go, wait, that girl's crazy. Like,
Yeah, the fan cam, yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
like you could tell those were not just platform shoes or dancing shoes. Okay, so let me get into a little thing here. If you don't know anything about shoes or high heels or anything,
I don't
so
know it.
so when you talk about high heels, there's the thin ones, right? They're like pointy ones, right?
Hmm.
Those don't have a lot of balance. You definitely need to know how to
No,
actually wear high heels on
abs-
there.
and to dance with them. Oh,
To dance with him and her jumping around, that was a risky move in my opinion.
yeah,
And I look closely. I said, okay, maybe these are just those type of dancing shoes. There's high heels out there you
that
can
look.
use to dance with.
Yeah,
So if you look closely to Jiwon's actual shoes, and you actually look closely to her shoes, you can tell she's also using high heels also, but they're square pegged high heels. So what that
so
means
it has
basic
more balance.
so yeah, so what that means is a little bit thicker and it's actually gives you a lot more balance. Those what you would
Mm,
technically consider as dancing shoes or ballroom shoes. You know, if you're gonna use it for any of those occasions, those are definitely shoes you're using. Gion was
yeah,
using those, but when you look at Mashiro, and yeah, that's why in some ways she wasn't moving. She wasn't moving too much, but when she did
no,
move,
but
it was
she
just
was the center.
shocking.
So,
Yeah, but it was shocking to me the fact that she was actually wearing pointy uh high heels. I go, okay, and then that's really crazy.
yeah, you
Um,
have to have a good balance with it and stuff like
so
that,
you
right?
definitely have to have really great balance. Now, that is my favorite performance, and I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess the second one would be the Hikaru dance one. Just
Mm,
because I like Hikaru and I love the performance they did there, and it really shows the amount of personalities that all three had on that
mm,
one. And definitely for dancing, they really did a crazy job in there. I also love the
mm.
fact that sorry, I'm a Hikaru bias at this point. Is the fact that we see a different side of her because we also always seen her do more of the heart, for girl crush types, and then
Yeah, yeah.
now
Now
we're
you can see the
having
cute, energetic stuff
yeah,
like this.
and I'm starting as much as I like both sides of what she shows at this point, and she has those versatility.
Mm,
Now, I'm gonna critique a little bit on the vocal group here, which is the Taeyeon one.
yeah,
It was good, but it wasn't great. Like they did sing, but it wasn't to the point I go, "Oh my gosh, I want to hear it again" type of thing.
that's true.
It
Yeah.
was good. Like it was a good performance. Shout out to Seyun's performance. What is it? The bottom, what was it? Bottom third here.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Ayana, I think Ayana
With
and
my house,
uh,
my house. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that performance was pretty good. Uh, Out of all three, I think Seyun really outshined and all that.
Yeah.
I like
Maybe even
Ayana too,
maybe
but
even too much. Like maybe that was my point a little bit. Like say like I'm biased with her, but it's like she was in a totally different level than the two other ones. Like they
yeah,
were she kind of like in a group, this kind of group dance or group
yeah,
singing, it's not good to outshine everybody. Like everybody is just watching you and stuff like that,
yeah.
and you know there
it's
was something lacking with the energy of the group. There was something that
yeah,
wasn't didn't make it like absolutely like kind of so good that but
yeah.
yeah.
Also shout out to the other one here is the Bora. Was it Bora? Is it
Oh,
him?
Bora rapping, that was crazy.
That to me was really good. If you're talking about
That
the
was good.
out of all the rap ones, rap groups that I was doing here, that one was really good. Like if you were a Chebble or a Cherry Bullet fan and you saw
Yeah, you
Bora do
should
what
be
she's
proud.
doing, you
Yeah,
should be hecka going like, oh my gosh, that's one of our
yeah.
members in that group. Oh man,
And please give her more rap parts next on the next
give
albums
give her more
if she needs.
attention, please. So give
Yeah,
her more
yeah,
attention, please.
yeah. I think she.
She
I hope
deserves
she
it this
gets
one.
saved. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Now the lowest group here and the one as much as I loved Lang Zhao in
VVS,
there,
VVS,
VVS was very
amateurish. I'm sorry to
it
say, but that's how it felt
it
like.
sounded fun, but
Oh my gosh.
y-
It seems like those three. Oh, maybe I will say that Kotone was a little bit like in the area
yeah,
where like because she's known as a rapper. And
hmm
she has rapped before, like I think "Pretty You" or something. She had rap lines and stuff
yeah,
like that, and her attitude is different. But the two other ones, I
they
didn't.
yeah,
The other
uh,
one was a really young one and didn't understand it, and the Chinese girl, like she's really kind of cute, but at the same time it went like to this kind of a little bit silly or a little bit
yeah.
you were just laughing about it. It was fun to watch, but was that the idea of the having a VVS like this kind of
I
uh
man, I still like
sound
her.
like
I don't know. But it does definitely show that she needs a lot more work in terms of the rap
means
parts, I
yeah,
guess. So
yeah,
I mean, the
yeah,
potential's there, but it is what it is on that. So let's go on
yeah,
and talk about the next set of
yeah. Let's
performances.
let's go.
Woo! Okay, we're getting to me. My opinion. These are this
Mm,
competition here was very very. I would say the
I think
most
at least two of
competitive.
them. I think at least two of them
I
are.
would well, I would technically say all three, but of course, you know what happened with the third one here. Yeah.
That's true.
So let's start with technically my most favorite performance,
And
actually for
which
me,
was that?
which is the "Missing You," the BTOB cover.
Yeah, I think
So
we're at the
vocally
same side.
speaking, this is the best vocal group that was singing in this
Yes,
competition.
absolutely.
Or at least in this mission, I guess. Because this is the one where I actually went back and actually listened to it, even when I had some
Same.
break time and stuff. I definitely went. I got to the point. I go. I wish they had a Spotify or something, and I could just keep listening to the whole time. It was that good. Like if you're going with it, like
It was most
if you told me these six were an actual debut group, I would actually believe you. I go, oh, they would
true.
actually work. The
Yeah.
rap lines did good. My favorite vocals there, as much as I love Urina and Reina, held on to me and her soft spoken voice. Like the part where
Mm.
she kind of continues in that thing. There's just that was just to me. That was just bliss. Now, of course, there's
I think
also
they all were like Youngmin also. Youngmin,
is it
I
Yeoman
think she was
or is it Anjomin or so?
no Youngmin. I
Youngmin,
think,
is it?
yeah, but
Yeah.
I think she was really good also. She has a like said to you earlier, she has a really good bass, like a vocal
So
skills already, and
yeah,
I think it was a perfect song for her. I don't have anything to critique about that. It's just like it's so nice to listen. It's kind of everything
yeah,
works there. Everybody has its part, and
yeah.
also I kind of that like it didn't miss anything. It was just like in my way the like like definitely the best vocal performance
Yeah.
of all.
Now,
It's like,
now, I want to get into something here a little bit, and I
yeah,
think it should be said. Most people that vote for Urena is not because she's the best vocalist, best dancer, or best at any of that. What she's really great at is actually the best support, in my opinion, right? Like a lot of, for at least for me, when I voted for her and why I vote for her is not because she was the best vocalist or anything. So,
mm,
so the little backstory they had where she gave up the killing part and let like Reina do it was actually the best decision. You know,
really good.
you don't want to overdo things, and I guess in
Yeah,
some ways she's starting to understand maybe that's the reason why they voted her in, especially even at number one. You know,
yeah.
because of what she does. Urina does a really great job of becoming that support. Like when it came down to that, the duet that she has with Reina, you could definitely see just how much of a better performance of her doing that. Now I'll say this is that you can have all great vocalists, but if they can't really coexist with each other, it just doesn't really work out. So
Yeah.
Urina does that, right? Urina is really great. Ever since even the other performance that she's done previously, she was always great
I mean,
as a support. She just
I mean,
shines like that, right?
I think
So
she has the charisma. She's kind of, it's interesting that, like you said, she's maybe not the best dancer, maybe not the best vocalist, but she has this kind of charisma that people,
yeah,
that people notice and kind of like I think like it was the best choice like that that every girl was doing what was like natural for them, and that's
yeah,
why I think
like
it was good.
like
Like,
just
but without Reina, it would have not been as, or
of course
without
what I
Giovone, it wouldn't be that and
what I
stuff like that. So
what I just want to point out is because of that, because there's been even for her is that it looks like people were voting for her because we are looking to her to be the best of everything, which is technically not true.
mm,
That's why I wanted to point that out.
yeah,
And if you look at the comment section, everyone also points that out, saying, "Yeah, we didn't vote for her because of all the other stuff. We vote for her because of what she does excel on, and which is support."
yeah,
And that's to me is better than
charisma
anything.
for and
Charisma, support, definitely that's the thing that you're aiming for her there.
gives the right, I think gives the right vibe to the, also that
Hmm.
Reina can just like focus on the high notes and stuff
Yeah,
like that, and there's somebody
and
who is kind of taking the,
I'll tell you right now that being someone who's at least support and just just trying to be a team player, technically that's actually another great and amazing trait for a group, and
quality.
I like that,
True,
right? So
true.
definitely that's what also made this a great performance. Now, of course, the
Yeah.
best vocalist there, and it shows she's the best vocalist in the competition, bar none. There may be others out there, but
Mm.
no, I don't think so. Reno's definitely that vocalist.
Yeah, power vocalist, like like as a power vocalist, like I wouldn't say that she's like, there's a lot of good vocalists, like you said, Lee Human, like I say, Jungmin,
Yeah,
like
I
like
just
later there are some girls, but as a power vocalist, that every group needs
yeah,
somebody who's had this kind of, that when there is a hard part in a song, where there's something that has to wait, like has to kind of has to wear, like, how do you say, somebody has to rise to that you can go
right,
to the next chorus or something, that the tempo goes up or something. Somebody has to do it.
right.
There has to be that kind of quality, and I think Reina is maybe the best with it, maybe with Bora and
Well,
Hearing,
yeah, I
but
think
really good. Yeah,
I think a best example of something like that is like in Wuji Sunyo WJSN with
yeah, you
Yeonjong.
won't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's the one before
I
Wuju
mean,
even had any they had vocalists, but once they had
mm,
her, she's the one that powered it. She always had the high, she had the high notes. She was always taking those
yeah.
power vocals. was it power? I guess parts in the power vocals in the parts in the song. So and it
Yeah, I
definitely
think it's a
upgraded
big
the group
part.
for sure. So
Yeah, I think there is like it's easier to every songwriter or producer or something
yeah,
that you can say that you can do the high note and you can power this up
yeah,
and it's for me it's really important as a group dynamic.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's so I hope she gets really noticed and gets voted and
I
stuff.
know.
That's
I
my
think
take
she
on
did.
it.
I think she did.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to the next group.
So which one you want to go first?
The
The
fake group.
Oh,
No.
yeah. Do you want to? Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So this group, right? They had immense amount of pressure just because the amount of top was it top nines in this group what had it was
Yeah.
essentially to me this was the real Avenger group. If you're talking about Avenger groups, this is the
Yeah.
Avenger group of this competition, right? This is
Yeah.
the one,
I
right?
think four of the
Four of
six
the
were
top,
in
yeah.
top
So
nine. Yeah,
four of the top nine was there, and those four
it
that
was
was in
great.
there are like they're no joke. Like they're definitely one of those top ones there.
Yeah, great
So
dancers. Everybody was a great dancer. That's something
so
that.
so this one also was a very difficult dance performance. Now, when we get into these type of performances,
Hmm.
you need to get. Well, here's a little thing. To me, this is more of a contemporary dance. Like ballet, and it's not really K-pop per se. So it's
Hmm.
not kids. So this one takes a lot of elegance. Shin Xiao Ting, I think is. This
Yeah.
one definitely helps her the most, I guess. This will probably something that she has a lot more understanding with.
Yeah.
Surichi
Classic. Yeah.
also was something I wanted to see, like what she would do with this type of performance, and
Yeah.
she did not disappoint.
But
Um,
I feel like just like the every member there has to have a really high skill level in dance. Like if you can't
yes,
do if
very
you
agree
if
with
you
that.
don't have a high skill level, that could look really
So,
bad. But if you have everybody's skill is at the same level, then it looks really good. Like
so the couple of things that needs to be seen in this type of performance is if you actually watch the backstory of it, I believe. So one of the things you need to understand or at least see is that everyone needs to be on point with their dance. So they need to be
totally,
they also have to be synchronized. So if someone there'll be certain group dance to it where they actually have to have the same hand movements and they have to be on point with that. If someone's slightly off
yeah.
by a little bit, you're gonna notice it, and
Oh yeah,
that will
that's true.
damage the performance, right? So it's one of those things where you're like, okay, but the way this thing is, and they really practice this. There's no way. I'm like they practice it hard just to get every movement right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
and the
like,
story and stuff like that.
yes,
You
and
know,
what's also crazy about this is that they also made the choreography to these things, and what is
themselves. Yeah,
yeah themselves they did it, and they made a story about it, and they wanted to convey to the other, to other uh
yeah,
competitors or other trainees there of that story, and it really showed. I was in awe.
yeah.
Like I was like, what? That was
Say.
amazing performance. Like, oh,
And
it,
I was like, first I was a little bit not skeptic, but I was like, I'm not the biggest fans of modern dance and that kind of stuff, but that
yeah,
totally worked on me, and it did what it's supposed to. I
mm,
also got emotional and thinking about deep things and thoughts, and it was just really beautiful how they all worked in synergy
yeah.
and
The
all the
other
lines and everything like that. And so I think
the
every
yeah.
member of it should be kind of
The other underlying
gratulated.
thing that needs to be understood here is you need a little bit of acting. Now, I would
Yeah.
say in Yaseo's part, if you know who she
Yes,
is,
so
you know
okay.
she's actually a kid actress. If anyone doesn't really know that
Yeah,
one there,
yeah, yeah.
so
You told.
so her her acting skills really really helped because she had the main part, she had the killing part to it, and she just
Oh
overdid it,
god.
man. Like whoa, like okay.
Yeah, the
I think
expressions and stuff like that. Oh,
I love that scene where I think those yeah I think it was Yeseo and what is it, they try to do that trying to what is it, they try to like hold hands or something like that, and they're trying to reach out to each other. Like to me,
no,
like
that was
that
like
was
just in
just
the end, just in the
yeah,
end, where they tried to like touch or tape the other one.
yeah.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Yeah, really
That
good.
was to me. I was like that was the
Oh,
point. I go, man,
yeah.
okay. So I was like, yeah, that performance was
But I just
perfect.
felt that that was the only group that could do it. Like you have to have like even the one Japanese member that people don't know a lot,
Yeah,
Moana, I think. She's a good dancer. She's really a good dancer. So
yeah.
I think that everybody's strength was the dancing, and that's really showed. And I think that's why it
Hold up,
probably will be one of the best ones.
hold up. May's in this too, right? That's me, right? If I recall,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah.
So if you're a Cherry Bullet fan and you saw
May's gonna go.
May's gonna go out the roof in popularity, right? I'm
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
May. I love May too,
yeah.
of
But
course. I'll tell you that, but oh, geez.
she's in good company. Let's say she's in good company if it's
No.
with Luigi and
All right.
oh Rizzo
Now
and
let's get to the last one,
oh.
which is the C. What it is? IU's cover was IU song C,
It's
and this is the cover
difficult
group.
song. Yeah. I know I knew the song before,
I
and it was
I
like
I'll say
I was
this.
like this.
I'll
It's
say it.
difficult,
I'll say this. I wish it worked out. I wish everything was perfect. I just
but
I
yeah,
I honestly cannot I honestly don't know how they could have fixed this. Um like me I I'm trying to
it's a
figure it like
difficult
for me.
song. Yeah,
So to me I'm like maybe part of me is like maybe Gion wasn't up to the task. I don't think is the here's the thing.
Mm,
I don't think she messed up vocally. Maybe she was not able to hit
no,
those
no,
notes. I that's what it looked like to me. It looked more like she just couldn't hit those notes. As much as she tried to hit it, she's just not able to hit it. Now that's just
yeah,
my point of view. So I'm not a vocalist or anything. So I just that's how I see it. Right. So I'm
no,
like
that is
maybe if someone else who can hit those notes in that group can.
I,
There's a number of what's it? There's a number of choices they had in that group that could have done it,
I
but I
think
don't know.
I think the one that I was thinking because I've been singing a little bit, but I was thinking that that the the task was so big with that song to get the high note is that would have been better to not belt it. It would have been better to just like use it a little bit thin voice to get it clear than
Yeah,
belt it. Nobody could belt it. Like if you can do it, like there's not a lot of people like you can go to that kind of high
let
notes.
me let
So I
me
was thinking maybe someone can just
yeah
like use a little bit thinner voice and get to the
yeah.
right tune.
Let
And
me
it's
ask
a
you.
big pressure also to get there. So I
Let me
think
ask
that's
you. If Reina was a part of that group, do you think she will be able to do it?
all. Yeah, definitely.
So
Bora also, but there's like
that's
one.
true. More.
There's a, there's only two or three that I
You
will say
notice
could
you
play it.
notice Bora said I wish I had a vocal part to it. If Bora had that part, let's just go a little what ifs, right?
Yeah.
If Bora was the one who did the main vocals for C,
Oh my gosh.
I would
Oh my God.
honestly believe that would have been the most amazing performance. Like it bar
Yeah,
none.
I
Oh
think
Jesus.
it only needed the. There was
And
couple of ones that were also struggling. When I
yeah,
listened to it again, there was some like that. You can hear it was a really really hard
yeah,
songs, and they've been practicing a lot.
yeah.
But it's a it's kind of so unfair to put it to
You
to
know,
this like it's not.
you know the irony is that I think Bora wanted to do C, if I recall. I think Bora
Yeah.
wanted to do C, and she was hoping it was there still, and it didn't happen. So
She rapped.
she
She
rapped
rapped. Yeah.
instead, and you know what? For me, that was a
She made
better.
it work.
For me, I was like,
Yeah, but
that's
that's
actually a
true.
better decision in my opinion, because you want to show more versatility than you know what you're strongest at. That's to me, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I think
Um,
one of the things like maybe is a little bit that as much as this is all the girls are really good, you should know what they are the strong points or not.
yeah,
Like there would be like if it doesn't come like easy, the high notes, if they don't come easy, don't do it. Like don't force it too much.
that's
But
true.
just like
I
such
would
as
say.
say this happens, there's maybe like just few people that can do that, belt that high note. So I'm not doing that. I think it's you know not not fair to put it on tune because otherwise she like I really like her vocal tune and
Yeah.
she did
Well,
great. So
like I said, maybe the decision is more along the lines of maybe they could have whatever that highest note is, they could have done something a little bit more different. Is thing because they had the
yeah,
choice or they had the power to change that or at least see if they can find a solution that works better than trying to hit that note. Because like I
yeah.
said,
Like I said,
I don't
yeah.
think June was the problem per se in terms of hitting those notes as
No,
a thing. I don't think so. She hit it
I
as
think
best as she
nobody
could.
could do it.
I was like,
I
she
think
did as
everybody
best as she
tried.
could, right? And I go, no,
Yeah,
no, it's like no,
yeah.
I
But
don't
I
think that's
knew
not experience though.
I knew that song before, that IU
Yeah,
song. I knew that before. I was like straight away when I heard it. I was who can do it? Like because it's really like if you're not a pro, that's not easy. Like so. So I was kind of worried about it. I think she did it in the practice, but if you try and try and try, and then there's a pressure of like the
yeah.
the actual
Which
performance and
is
so on. So
which is why I think it was Tiffany, or is it Tiffany or Sunmi that made that
Tiffany,
comment?
I think,
Tiffany, right? Tiffany said, "Don't
yeah,
worry, you're still a good singer."
one
Don't
mistake doesn't
yeah.
make it. You're still a good vocalist, and you did everything right. It's just
So
that one note. Just,
so
but
that
it's kind of it's so unfair, but at the same time you can't put it to the same level as the other like the missing you vocal performance because they didn't have any hiccups or
well,
any
that's why I said
so,
that's why in some ways I said I wish the C one worked out.
yeah,
Now my biggest one, and this one kind of went up in my ranks. Which we'll talk about later. Is Che? Is it Che Hyun? Is it her name? Che Hyun? Or
yeah, Cheyenne, yeah,
yeah.
Cheyenne,
So I finally understand why a lot of Koreans are voting for it, and this one really showed
yeah, she has a
just
beautiful voice,
something
like
like
really
oh.
soft and clear, yeah,
Like I was going like, oh man, if she's it's like I'm more happy now that she's in the top 9 just because of
yeah,
what I
true,
seen here. I go,
yeah. I
what?
knew I knew she was good, but
I
this was a perfect song, and
uh, that was like the
I was
probably the
kind of
best chance
like,
to show it.
yeah, I was kind of like thinking maybe she will do it because she didn't have to belt it, but she could maybe range it like a softer voice, like
No,
using a little bit that technique. But we will never know now. Maybe she will sing it someday
but
as a solo.
I really love her voice on this one. I was
Yeah,
just enamored with. It. I was
really.
just like, what? That's just thing. Especially when I'm having actually more extensive headphones and I'm hearing
That's
this in detail. I
that's
go,
really good.
what? That's crazy.
That's really good.
So
That's really good. I knew.
Nonaka Shana, I think, also did a really great job on her part. I always liked her voice,
That's
but I love
that's
Cheon's though. Cheon's still my
that's why it's
out of the vocalists here. Everyone else did great. Jeon's still good. I'm not gonna fall for what wrong she did there. It's just that my favorite at least voice or singing in that those parts was chance. It was
Yeah,
just
but
it was
she's
just
known.
perfect moment.
She's known as a good singer. Like this kind of like a angel singer. Like
Yeah,
she has that reputation, and she really showed how good she is in that. So I can't see any reason to that she's not that top 9
yeah.
again.
So
But we'll
uh,
see. We'll see. We're not going. We still have
woo,
two. We have
let's
two
get
performances
to
left, right?
let's get to this one. This two.
Let's get it.
All right, so this two performances was also crazy competitive,
Mm,
big
yeah.
time competitive. All right,
Do we have a different mix? Like, do we have the same favorite? I don't. It's gonna be.
all right. Let me ask you
What's
first. What's
your?
your favorite?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What's your
I
favorite?
am. I have to say my favorite is ice cream. I just think
We're
that's
different
the
then. We're different.
yeah yeah because ice cream is the one that I'm watching, and it brings every time it brings like a smile on my face. It
Mm,
just has that kind of energy that I love.
mm,
Like they were so both were really good. I can't say which was like technically better or anything. Probably the ice cream was a little bit easier or didn't have so many like this kind of really exact points or so. They were so different. But for me, there was something like it worked like it was a group already. Everybody got their chance to shine. Everybody loved. It seemed like everybody was enjoying their time on the stage, and
yeah.
like, like I'm one of the thousands people who say that Diane did really well with the solo dance. Like you have to have that kind of like a really believe in your skills to do it like full
Yeah.
out.
So
It was just my favorite because it always makes me smile, and the fan cams makes me smile.
yeah.
I'm a sucker for cute and energetic stuff, so that's why it's my choice. But the other
So
one was really good, also like really good.
so to me, and why it came down to this, and I was like, Salute should win this, but it could go
Mm.
any either way. That's what I was thinking at that time. Um, Here's the thing for me on why I say Salute was I guess why my performance out of these two here is the
Mm.
fact that just how sharp the dance was. They were on point.
That's-
Yeah, the backstory was I would call Mnet snake editing of
Do we want to go there, or
Fabian.
is it maybe we're not
Uh,
going?
I'm not gonna go in detail too much, but I'll just say
No.
there was definitely some Mnet evil editing thing going on.
Yeah, but
No,
some
no doubt that.
issues. There were some issues also. Like it's not easy to work. There were
Yeah,
some issues
but like I said though, I still think it's sort of an evil edit type
editing.
of thing. It's
Mm.
not because we don't get the full story and context of it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got something, but we're not getting the whole thing.
yeah, and
Now,
in the end, girls, everybody hugged each other, and everybody needed to,
yeah,
everybody needed to have their best, you know.
so I wanted to say here and just how good that salute performance was is for a song that they're doing, right? Little Mix, Salute, and you need to show
Mm,
actual power, right? Like you gotta show this is
a
not
lot
girl
of
crush.
power.
This is some you want to show power, right? You want to show
Yeah,
that part. So
yeah,
everyone had to do. Everyone had to have that. They just had to hit
yeah,
every point
yeah.
of
That's
their
true.
performance, right?
Yeah,
So that's what made it this one crazy, and you could see it's like a multi-layer performance. It was not just like one part. Everyone kind of does their own thing. It's just is like layer after layer type of thing, and I go, what? That's just crazy. It was just fire, and of course you had the little graphics in there, and it just adds even more
I
flavor to
mean,
it. So
I mean, for me, the only thing like I can understand your point, and I think it's really good. But in a way, it was working like a machine. In a way, I couldn't see the individual so much, and for me, it's really important to
which
also
is
to let
which is
everybody
what
shine. But it was like everything worked like in a how do you say in a Michael Jackson video or something that they,
yeah
that it was more like everybody did the part a
yeah
little bit like the same way, and that's something that I want more individual artists
Well,
more.
that's what that's what they were trying to go with. They weren't trying to say one person will outshine everyone. Even like I
Mm-hmm.
said, in some ways you'll see that Kai being also had that suggestion saying, or at least what she was trying to say is that she wanted everyone to be equal, which I would agree with actually. Now,
Yeah.
which is what we saw in the performance. It was not like everyone was shining or anything. No, well, not it's not like one person was shining. It was everyone was shining.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get into ice cream, right?
It was
What I
like a
love,
machine. It's
yeah,
like
and what
it
I like.
worked. Like
So what I like about ice cream here is the fact that it was, it had that very light touch to it, and just a really
yeah,
fun performance.
yeah. That's
Um,
what I want to see sometimes. Just fun. Just like
and
good fun.
the type of members that was part of it, and it, they I wouldn't say it was like the right members. I just think they made it worked out for really well. Now for Gwen Mai, this was just different on her suit on this point.
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Diane did a really great job.
Yeah, Diane did the choreo. That's
So
crazy. Like she did like you can understand where the kind of the that there's a big talent level and there's a high skill
yes,
level with her
I kind
already.
of for me it's like this. I kind of wish we seen as much as I hear that Diane did the
Mm.
whole thing and everyone kind of just followed through. I also kind of wish that there was a little bit more input from everyone else, which we won't know. I don't know how much input everyone else had. All we hear is Diane made the choreo and made it all work. So
Yeah,
that's whatever it is.
I think probably the girl will like ask what you want to do,
So
and then also like some parts were a little bit surprising, like that they were worked so well. Like there was like this one of my really biggest favorites now to the Japanese girl Rika.
yeah,
You know the girl
I said
Risaki.
yeah, I said Rico
Uh,
Rikako.
Rika or some yeah
I'm
Rikako
sorry.
something
I'm
else.
sorry if I'm
Uh,
butchering her name or
yeah,
anything.
yeah, but she did like she's a really cute one, but
Yeah.
now she did something like a little bit like also this kind of showed
Yeah.
another side also, and people went crazy like
Yeah,
by
that was really good, man. I like that
yeah.
part of this all. Um,
So
overall, both groups did great. Um, but yeah, you heard like I think you heard they showed that part where the judge talked about like one is Dion made a choreo and then the other one was it four others or so four others
yeah,
did the choreo for
three
Salute.
others or four.
Three or
Yeah,
four others or something like that. So
yeah.
that's why I said that when you look at both performances and when you look at Salute, it's a multi-layer performance. While the ice cream one is just one whole individual, right?
I think
So
it's just what you prefer because both were really good. I would say both were like in top
my
five performances.
in my opinion, either way it could have gone either way. There was no outright favorites or outright winners in
Yeah,
this one.
it's just what you prefer. I think it
So
was what judges preferred, and it's also what viewers or guardians preferred. It's
so
like,
well
yeah,
yeah.
I loved both of them.
All
I
right.
like them. So, do you think the winners were right? Do you think like just go like quickly to that?
Uh,
We can just say like, do you think the right like? Did you guess the right teams? Like we said that Fate was
I
one of the
I I knew Fate was gonna win. Like that to
yeah.
me, my gut was telling me Fate's gonna win. Even though my favorite one was Missing You, I know Fate was gonna
Mhm.
win. It was just too
Yeah, it
good
was
of a
so stacked.
performance.
Yeah.
There's no way. The shocking one to me, or non-shocking, I guess, at this point, was the trio performance. I
Mm.
guess is
The the morning.
was it Itzy in the morning? I
Yeah,
think
Mafia in the
was
morning. Yeah,
Mafia in the
yeah.
morning.
I think
That one to me
yeah.
is a little
They,
shocking because I had pulling two groups, and I think the second one I think might most likely was the what song is that? I don't know the song, but the one with Suya and Hikaru and the other trainee there.
Mm. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think
Megan training.
the Megan Trainor song, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think those were the top two performances there, and definitely was
probably.
very close. And now for the last one, the salute win. Like I said, either group could have won that one.
Yeah. So I don't think nobody
So
can complain. And like I said in the beginning, I think the Mafia in the Morning won because that was most complete. The image was right, the concept was right, the girls looked good, and it worked as a team. So I don't have anything against that. I
yeah,
think the
so
I think the winners were really
on
there's
point, I
not
guess. It
yeah
you can't complain that one. All right, let's get into which is what we're gonna
what's
see next.
next?
Hold up, before I get into that, and I actually want. So before we get to that, the next part to this one we're gonna talk about is who do you believe, or at least who your top nine is, um,
Oh boy.
for each group, because the way
Yeah.
that's gonna work for next week and the elimination round is, I believe top eight or top is it top eight or top nine?
Top
Top
eight,
eight.
and then
So
three by planet passes.
so
So top eight was
so whoever is the top eight is the one that moves on per group. So,
yeah.
whew. All
That's
right,
that's gonna be intense.
all right. So
That's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna go with mines here.
Oh, that's yours. Okay.
So this is to me as unrealistic. I have a stronger opinion of how things will go out, but this is my favorite top eight, I believe, at this point.
Hmm. Looks good.
Uh, let's see. The one that
Do you
really,
think?
the one that really jumped up to me is Cheon. Cheon definitely jumped up a lot
Yeah.
here. Dion definitely still. She did a really amazing performance. She should be higher than where I put her at. It's
Yeah,
just
but she
my
so
liking, I guess.
she made the list. She made
So Bora is the one that to me it was my nine. So she's the
yeah
one kind of out there. Everyone on the top four, I guess, is
a
I
lot.
haven't really changed it that much. I'm still voting,
Yeah.
so whoever is one, two, or three is actually my votes. Eugene
Okay.
definitely is next to that. But yeah, Cheon is definitely rising up in my top K
Mm,
groups right now.
yeah.
Hailone also. I'm hoping she gets to the next part. I just don't know. We'll see about
we
that.
we have kind of same.
Anjungmin, is it Anjungmin? I think definitely
Han Jung
went
Min.
up.
Yeah.
Definitely went up there for me too. So
Yeah, she
that's
was
my
really
top.
good.
All right, let's get
Yeah.
to my J group. So for this one, um, let's see. Top three, I haven't changed it too much.
Mm.
I still,
Shana is quite high.
uh,
Like I
oh,
was a little bit surprised.
I'll explain it. So Hikaru, oh, it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna change as much. It'll be between her and Yurina always. And then Sakamoto Mashiro, she's definitely raising up in my ranks too a little bit, but we'll see if I start pushing her
Mm.
up more to number one. We'll see. We'll never know.
Yep.
I like Nonoko Shana, of course. I like her vocals. I didn't talk about her too much in the her performance, but I definitely like her. Let's see. Ayana did a really great job. But of course, in that performance that she did was like with Seon, I think Seon outshined a
Mm.
little too much there. May's also someone I was already a fan of hers already since Cherry Bullet thing, and I'm seeing more of her do a lot better in this one. Um, was it Nagai? Was it Manu? Was it Manami? Is it?
Yeah, we
Yes,
did talk about her
I
at
didn't talk
all.
about too much, but her rap lines
Rapping.
and yeah, her rap lines
Yeah.
with Bora was actually really amazing. If you really get into was it more details to it, it almost sounded like she was a true rapper. Like, oh now, like she could definitely
Yeah,
hit that.
I think that's what the one judge say. You should definitely continue as a rapper. So that's
Yeah, that's
a
a
big
big.
statement.
It's a big compliment. Or yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one, I think, or at least I wish survives, is the one that got the plant pass last time in Rouen. She did a really
Right.
nice, she did a really nice job in and really showed why the plant pass really was worth it for her.
Yeah, yeah, true.
With ice in her performance in Ice Cream, I think so that did.
Yeah.
I'm I wish I would put uh is it Kishida Rika? I think. I wish I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
put her up a little bit more, but that's as good I can get this one.
Yeah. That's
So,
hard. It's hard.
and then I'll go to
So
my
you have
C group. Okay,
yeah.
so for the C group is top three. The one that is like I wish gets up there more. I don't know. After I saw her in her performance with Bora and the Oh My Girl one, I think with
Mm.
so I saw her. She's also I love her performance also in Salute. She was part of that Zhang Lu Fei, I think. I
Shang Lu
she
Fei. Yeah.
Shang uh, I'm like every time I see her, just like
Yeah.
she's one heck of a talent out there.
I know you like the
Um
visuals. Come on, man.
oh hey, she's not just a visual. She's really talented. She's
Yeah,
a
she's really
talented
talented. That's
singer
true.
and I think she
Kidding.
could also do band, so we'll see.
Mm.
Surichi, definitely is number one still. I don't think that can change. Shin Shao
You have one
Ting.
spicy take.
Yeah.
The Liang Chao. I want to know about that. Is that something a lock for you or
Okay, so before we get
it's a
to Shin Shao Ting and Surichi, they could interchange at one point. But I have a better opinion about Shin Shao Ting this mission around
mm,
compared to what happened in the last one, which was okay. We're starting to see now.
mm,
Kai being as much as I think to a certain extent, some people are gonna definitely remove her from the top 8 or 9. I just don't see.
yes.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. Probably might happen just because of how Mnet did so with that. We'll see on that one.
Yeah, that's true. It's
But I
very hard.
still, but as much as I think she's definitely a great talent there, I just in some ways I just kind of wish they just stop giving Mnet ammo for those evil edits. But yeah, you can't really
True.
do anything about that. Lang Zhao, I don't know if
That's
this.
the thing that I'm most interested about.
You see,
Do you
oh,
see the
okay,
talent
so
level there or
she. Okay, I'll be honest. As an idol for singing, dancing, and such, she needs work. Yeah, no doubt about that. But she's definitely a star in her own right. If you didn't laugh
yeah.
or have fun watching her, then yeah, that's the reason why. Like
Yeah,
like
true.
to me, she probably has her and her sister probably has gigs that can probably wait on her later on, and I wish they do. Um,
Mm,
let's see. I write blogs sometimes. I definitely wrote about her and her sister. I definitely believe that they will be stars sooner or later. They will be just because how fun they're
so
to watch.
for me it's like both or not. I'm
I don't know. I
I
don't
would
know.
love that kind of twist that there would be a twin in a debut group,
It
but
would be cool
otherwise,
though. But other than that, but yeah,
yeah,
definitely that's what I like about her. She still needs a lot of work on the other areas when it comes to chaos. So that's a personal take on that one. I don't know if she's gonna get to the next part, next 8 or 9. I don't know. I'm not gonna go. Um, let's see. Who is it? Number 6. I have. I mean, she she did okay, or she did good enough for her thing. I don't really have a change in opinion on why she's in
mm,
number 6. I just think she did good.
yeah.
I think Fu Yaning probably should have moved a little bit higher, a little up, I guess. I think if I were being honest, she would technically should be at least number 5. or so, but
Yeah, but she's on the list.
she is on the list. As much as I don't know if she's still gonna be on the top 9 or top 8.
Yeah.
If you really
Oh, she
think
was.
about it, and I'll be honest with this one, is that what she did in the beginning or the first episode, people still remember that, and
Yeah, but that's
I honestly wish it wasn't like that, but I believe people aren't gonna forget it. And I don't
that's
know.
kind of unfortunate.
So when Z, which is I think with Bora and Anami, that was actually a really great rap performance for what it's worth, and
Yeah.
she showed that she's willing to go, above and beyond to stay in this competition, and it sucks. I think she's a great
I
talent and
know.
she works
I
hard, man.
know.
I was like,
Yeah.
and then the
So
one
your
that
number 9 pick?
no number 9 pick, well, she did okay.
It's
She did
yeah, it's
okay.
touch and go. It's touch.
So, anyways, that's all I want to talk about
Yep.
my thing. All right,
Okay, okay. I will be.
I think
So these are my picks. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think this is like you had the one of the twins be your kind of a soft spot in a way.
yeah,
For me, it's Xin Wei because I think her visuals are top notch. She is really kind of she's really kind of has at the same way as the one on your list is she has a lot of work to do. She still
mm,
has but she has potential.
mm-hmm,
But her personality and her visuals are something that kind of has captivated me in a way.
mm,
So that's why she's on my list, and she did really well when she has a spot, like even a small part. She does it every time really well,
yeah,
and she's kind of the underdog and not underdog. Like I think she is in just on the gasp of being eighth or ninth or somewhere there.
yeah,
So, but that's my kind of like this kind of from outside. I just I kind of think that there has to be this kind of the personality, the visuals also matter
yeah,
because the general level of the girls are pretty high. So with
yeah.
some more practice, with some more kind of uh,
Yeah,
you can get there in a way. And the Fu Yaning was not on my first list, but after the performance in Mafia in the Morning, I think she's perfect for that. I think her
yeah,
attitude was something that was really, really kind of. It wasn't like cocky, or it wasn't like I almost forgot what she did in the first episode because I think she's kind of learned something from it. I
yeah,
think when there was like a little bit discussion and she said that somebody should do the be the center, and I see you as a giving Mashiro that, and was
yeah,
like I think she learned in a way learned her lesson in a way, and I think her basic skills are so good, the vocal and dancing skills. She
yeah.
really should be on top 8.
Mm.
And then from this list, Lee Yiman was something that I really liked her vocal. I was really surprised because I didn't
Oh,
hear before, but she had really nice vocals and kind of was a surprise for me. But I think there is something there that I would like to hear her more. And she also did some. She has a good dance skill. And Xia Yi was uh, one of my favorites in Salute. So that's why she's there. I think she's. I think she's from Fanatics. She's
yeah,
before
she
or
is. No, no, no,
and
not
she's
before.
she's
Don't
a
say
dance.
that. Don't say before. No, she is fanatic still.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. She is, but I mean the Salute.
Yeah,
I admit I watched the fan cam also, and I think that showed how good technique she has and how
Yeah.
kind of that kind of concept suits. So that's why she's there. Um, uh, the most I don't know what to say about Wang Yale. He was in the same group that Senyon and Ayana, and
Yeah.
she's really kind of I see a lot of good things, but then I see a lot of things that maybe is not something that maybe personal, like a personality thing or something.
Yeah.
But obviously, like with the she's good in singing, dancing, and rapping, and I really want to see her more.
Yeah.
And this again, Salute was the first time I kind of noticed Sang Luo Fei. I think her image there, how she kind of portrays herself there, or how natural it was for her. I was really shocked, not like in a positive way,
Yeah.
and that's why she's my
I
outside pick. Like
I find it funny that you put Shin Ting as number one and then Tsuichi as number two. I go, oh, so we
no,
have it.
I
We have
like
it.
her. I like her a lot. And I
We have
kind of
vice versa.
yeah, we have vice versa, but both are like
Yeah.
I think they're definitely one and two. I can't see anyone else
Yeah.
getting even close to the two
Definitely.
stop. It's again just a preference, and I'm more into like these kind of stories with
True.
Urina and stuff like that, and
More.
and especially you can see her classical kind of background when watching the Fate. I really like that how she how she
All
moved
right.
there.
Yeah.
So let's go to the cake. This is the impossible list. I have said to my friends, this is the mission impossible. Like how to put all there's so good level in K group. Uh, I think the top for me, maybe the biggest surprise for you is how high I rank Kim Dayon. That's maybe the biggest because she wasn't even on my top 8 before. And now the ice cream,
Oh
how
no.
she acted with as a leader, how she kind of took this kind of positive mentality to the whole group. It just has kind
Oh
of course,
no.
of course, I think also editing has done wonders to notice
Wait.
her.
I just noticed
Yeah.
something. I just noticed something. So
Well,
she's from Jellyfish Entertainment. She's it's like
uh, which one
oh
is it?
Dion.
Jellyfish? What? Yeah, Diane.
Dion is
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
wait,
that's how it is.
and then yeah, Young is BBC Blockberry Collective? Is it the
I don't
one with
know.
is that Luna's company? Is that
Yeah,
Luna?
blackberries. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
or
But
Blackberry.
but
Yeah.
but Kim Dayan was already really good in Produce 48. She was there, so I was already noticed her. But
Oh.
this kind of this week, like let's say I was sucked up to the to the editing, seeing her so much, and kind of the whole story that
Look,
the
look.
you
I'll.
know I just like I just think she's perfect for a debut. She's ready to debut. That's the maybe my point, and it's like
Let's
the
let's
everything she
yeah.
has done has showed that she's ready. She's not something that she needs work on or anything like that. It's just how people like her
Let's
and
let's be
that's
honest. Let's be honest. That's Mnet's favorite child.
yeah it is, and that's why I was sucked to that same
She's the
same
favorite
belief.
child. I go. Ugh.
But just knowing how kind of you have to have this kind of really strong belief and strength to do something that she did with doing the solos and doing the choreos. It was just really impressive. It's like it felt like I'm doing it whatever happens. Like I'm doing everything, and you can see that passion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think and uh, then I think Choi Yang is something that I really like her as a vocalist, and I think she's a good center. Also, she was a center in Fiesta, I think, and she's really good. I like her. And then Seyeon, like you said,
Fiesta.
yeah, I like Seyeon. And then I'm one of the guys who is kind of like, yeah, you know, Magne is adorable. She does really good as a 15-year-old. Like she really loves to perform. She makes everybody else like having a fun day and stuff like that. So that's why she's in the list. And Kim Hirim is a great vocalist. That is my outside. I really hope she makes it. But like I say, the K group top nine is almost like there's 4 or 5 other ones who could go to this, so
Yeah.
we'll see on Friday. And Seo Yeon Young is just my number one pick, like, so that's why she's on the number one. But otherwise, I think it looks good. Like if this would be I would be happy with it. So let's
Alright.
go to the next group. Enough of this. So J group is also. Um, Wait a minute. I think I have a lot of same girls than you have. I also have Nona Kashana there. Not that high, but still have it because I think she has. Uh,
Oh no.
I really like her,
Oh no.
like how she
Yo,
has done
before I say
those. Yeah.
before you say anything,
Yep.
I think I made a mistake on my list, but whatever. I already
No,
made it.
that's okay. No,
Okay.
no, no. But and then like of course Hikaru, Yorina. I think you can put it to any. You know, there's there's like one and two, and Mashiro is That's the top three. It's like the triangle who are on the top. And Ririka is one of my favorites who I
Mm.
vote, so that's why she's fourth. May is there. Shana is there. Kuba Reina is there because I think her vocals are, like you say, not
Oh
superior,
man.
but she's maybe the best power vocalist
I
like
I
in
I
this.
I wish I could vote for people. I was like, I wish I could vote for people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Reina's
Ayana
another
is
one of
something
those.
that I
Yeah.
have soft spot also. I think she's really good. And Arai Risako is something that was my pick from the beginning, but she hasn't had any kind of
Yeah.
time to, you know. But she showed like finally she got the chance to show in Salute, and she was really good in the. I think judges even liked her a lot, and
Yeah.
I think she really showed why she is a dancer first, and vocals are the ones that she needs, get better. And that she's her strength is dancing for sure. And Salute showed that, so she's my outside chance. But that's my J. And then the last one,
I think
do you
that's
have
it.
it?
I don't think I have it.
Oh,
I think that's it. Yeah.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
it. Sorry, but yeah, but it's like it's gonna be, especially with J group and K group, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. Like there will be heartaches. There will be like people were
Next.
really disappointed. And because I feel there is like in K group there's like 13, 14 that could make it. And in J, I think also like 12 or 10, 11 or something. So it's going to be
Well, we'll see
crazy
next.
how you can
We'll
make
see
it.
next week. And see how the
Yeah.
voting goes and who survived, who
Yeah.
didn't. There might be
Yeah. It's going to be
shockers. There might
interesting.
think, but we'll see.
There's going to be, for
Here,
sure, there's going to be shockers, I think.
here's my
I just
ask.
hope my favorites
Here's
are.
here's my
Those.
question to you. Do you think the points they give is gonna be enough to save anyone in the top eight at least in the
Mm,
bottom, or at least getting to eight? Maybe one or
I
two,
think
maybe.
I think
Yeah.
there's some who would be in maybe an a 10th or 11th. Maybe the points will help them out. I think Chivon has a good chance that
Yeah.
helps. Like I was 90,000 votes can do a difference.
Big
So
time, right? We'll
yeah,
say.
so it can work a little bit, but I don't think there's a big shockers, but there will be couple, and already there are people who are really panicking about it. But I think just enjoy the ride and see what's happening. The girls are so talented that that I think we'll be happy whoever gets through. And there's like you
Yeah.
probably everybody knows like six like sure things from each group that's gonna continue, and the other ones are just like it's gonna be exciting to see what happens. But I'm really excited to see the next episode and yeah, continue the trip from that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride. Yeah.
Basically. Ah, jeez.
that
I'm going
was
like,
a
okay, next
that
episode is
was
gonna be nuts, but we're gonna have to wait and see that one.
yeah. It's better to just like not speculate too much. Just see what happens, and
Yeah.
there's so many things that can. And also, the planet pass is something like do the same girls get it again if the girls if the planet guardians haven't got enough votes, or anything can happen with the with those passes also. So it's gonna be exciting to see. So, but probably couple of episodes more, and we will be closer to the final group. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, but it's been fun. It's been fun watching, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just like it's crazy that it's already seventh episode because it's time has went so quickly, and
I know.
soon there's like what 27 girls left, and that's not
Yeah.
a lot. Like 27 girls, you kind of after that I promise to know everybody's name. After that, I can remember 27 names.
Like it's how you say okay. But
Yeah,
yeah, we're
yeah.
definitely getting closer and closer to it, and I'm definitely getting more excited of how this episode
Mm,
is gonna be. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, we'll
yeah.
get in that discussion as we get closer to the final
Yeah,
top nine of
definitely.
the things. But other than that, it's more speculations and just fun, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Ooh.
think I think we're done for this episode.
I think I think
We
there was a lot
we
of
we ran a
stuff.
little longer than what we usually do, but I think it did good.
Yeah.
So we cover everything for the performances that's been done and our
Yeah.
top nine ish or eight, top eight, I guess, and then the planet pass. So definitely that's how that's what we well for me my list is more of a wish, and then yours is I guess what
No,
you
my list is all over the place like now,
yeah.
but
So
we'll see.
it'll get better. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're done for this episode. So, do you have any last or final words that you want to say before we close off?
No, just gonna be excited to see what happens next. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that I'm really kind of wanting to see is the creation mission,
Yeah,
because that shows a little bit more about the talent level of the individuals, the trainees, because
yeah.
it's not easy to start over a totally new song. But we'll talk about it later. But yeah, that's it.
All right. I think I have nothing else. I think we did what we could
Yeah,
and talked about what we
I think
could
we did.
on about Girls Hunt 999 on this one. So I'm gonna do our little ending here a little bit. So if you see this on YouTube, if you like the podcast that you listen today, click the like and the subscribe button. And believe you also uploaded somewhere else. Um, what should they do if they do there? Uh,
Oh, Podbay or some other podcast. Yeah,
yeah.
just yeah, you just comment there and stuff like that, and hopefully like it. We like to talk about it.
Ooh. All right. This is Poetic Heads signing out, and Alex.
And this is Alex.
All right. See you guys
Bye
later, and
bye.